Kama si wewe singekuwepo, kama si wewe singekuwepo. Baba ninaomba nikuabudu, maana matendo yako ni mengi sana. Uliniumba niseme matendo yako, maana nimetambua ya kwamba niliumbwa nikuabudu wewe. Haleluya, uliniumba nikuabudu, uliniumba nikuabudu, uliniumba nikuabudu, uliniumba nikuabudu. Hello guys, my name is Papa Aaron. I'm here to explain to beginners the basics of guitar. What you are supposed to know about guitar, what you are supposed to understand on your journey to learning guitar or to learning music, but specifically the guitar. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to understand: how to tune the guitar, the naming of the parts of the guitar. For you to be able to learn faster, you need to understand the terminologies used in the guitar, or the naming the parts of the guitar. For instance, you need to understand all these strings and the tuning and all these parts, what they are called, how to handle all these pegs. These are called tuning pegs, and so on and so forth. So I'll start by giving you a simple formula that will help you understand these strings. So this is basically called standard tuning, where this is an E, this is an A, this is a D, this is a G, this is a B, this is an E. So this string and this string, they are similar, except that this is heavy, a bass, and this is high. So this is string number 1. They also have a numbering. This is string number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So if I say string number 3, you know this is a G. You count them from here to here to here. So that is another thing. Now the naming of these strings, you come up with a formula. Remember what I said, this is standard tuning. So this is called an E. So on the standard tuning, on other tunings, you can change the naming of this according to how you'll tune your guitar. Now remember, once you change the tuning, you change even the holding of the chords, because the notes rearrange. So standard tuning, I'll give you a simple formula. I have a couple of formulas. Eddie 8 Dynamite, good by Eddie. Eddie 8 Dynamite, good by Eddie. Eddie means E, 8 means A, Dynamite means D, good means G, by means B, Eddie means E. So this is another formula. East Africa do good before it. East Africa do good before it. So these are just simple formulas you can come up with your own, just to recall the naming of the strings. So that will help you while you want to tune your guitar. Naming of the strings will help you with that, because how can you play a guitar? How can you even hold any chord when your guitar is not tuned? It will not make sense. Musically, even the chords will not make sense. Once you strum a chord, maybe you are holding the chord in the right way, but they are not making in music. So you have to, step 1 is you have to know how to tune the guitar. You have to tune the guitar. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you'll play. So the second thing, you should understand the terminologies used naming the guitar, or the parts of the guitar. For instance, this is it's called a fretboard. This is a fretboard, and the reason it's called a fretboard because it has frets. These metals here, in which the strings is pressed over it to produce a sound. So for a string to produce a sound, and for the sound to change, you have to press it over this metal here. These metals are called frets, or the spaces between, they are called frets. You can decide whether the metals or the spaces between. The spaces between specifically, they are called frets. Now the spaces between the metals. So if I want a string to produce a sound, I press here, and I usually advise students to press near that metal, not on top of it, but near, to reduce the pressure that you'll apply on this string for it to produce a sound. So if you put here, you have to press it more. Here you will apply the necessary pressure, but not in excess, so you'll avoid hurting yourself, hurting your fingers, because you are pressing in the right way. So these are called frets. Again, there's something else. Holding the chord, there's a right way to hold the chord. If you there's a right posture to place, to put your finger, to place the fingers, and even to put your hand in the right way. All these are necessities when you are a beginner. For instance, let me hold a chord of C. So if I'm holding a chord of C, you can see all these fingers. If they had nails, the nails will be hindering me from holding these strings in the right way. I'll be holding like this, yet I'm supposed to hold like this. You see the difference between like this and like this. For this string to produce a sound, this string, I have to press it on top of this metal here, the fret. So this is fret number 1 on top here. But again, I have to give space to this string because I need this string to be open, yet I need this other string to be open. So this finger has to be upright like that, not like this, and not like this, upright like that, to press string number 2, but to give space to string number 1 and string number 3. So that is another thing. Another thing I want you to observe is the spacing between here. There's a spacing between my fretboard here, under the fretboard, and my hand. If you press, you'll have a difficulty pressing a C and you are still grasping like this. Okay, once you have advanced, you have more freedom. In fact, a master is a person who breaks the rules. But as a beginner, you have to follow every rule before you get the concept. So I can break the rules once I have gotten the concept. I know what I'm supposed to do. But as a beginner, you need to give this part a space here. You have to leave a space here. And then there's a thumb. You have to place the thumb in the perpendicular way here. So it's like you're pressing something. You see? It's like you're pressing something. So for you to press that thing, now in our case is our string, you have to do like that. You see? Like you're pressing something. So you'll press like that. So these are techniques or tactics that will help you learn faster and with less pain. You'll not hurt yourself. You'll make your guitar journey easier because you'll be following the essentials. So my first fingers, my second finger, this one, this is my first finger, my second finger, my ring finger, my pinky, my thumb. So my first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret. You see why the terminology are important? First fret, second fret. So second fret, string number 4. You see again the numbering of the strings, or string number string D. So this string B, first finger string B, second finger string D, second fret, and then that finger or ring finger, string number 5, or string A, that fret. You see, the terminology are still applying, and my posture, the posture of my hand is still necessary. You see, so those are the things you are supposed to consider. Every time I remind my students about these things, because I will show you and you'll think that you have understood whatever I told you, but once you are alone, you'll break the rules again and will struggle holding the simple chords. These simple chords, this is a simple chord, open chords. I don't think there are other simple chords. These are the simple chords that you start with as a beginner. So that's how it is supposed to be. Again, now you have to check whether all these strings are making the necessary sounds. They have to be to produce a very clean sound. I advise my students to start with number 1. Make sure it has the freedom to sound clearly. You remember, number 1, you have not, in the chord of C, you are not touching string number 1, and also you are leaving string number 3 in open. So E and G, they are left open. They have to be clean, and then string number 2 or B, it has to be clean too. Then you can add the rest of the fingers. So second finger, make sure they are still clean. Make sure you are checking the other strings, they are still clean. Then add the third finger, still clean. And like I said, I advise my students also to make sure you are pressing close to the metal, not on top of the metal, and not far away from it, to reduce the pressure and to reduce the energy that you need to press the string with. And also it favors you because once you are a beginner, you have a soft skin, yet you are pressing the strings, so you'll be hurting. But to reduce the pain and the hurting before your skin becomes tough, it has to become tough. Once you're a beginner, you will have that challenge, but you soon not while you keep practicing, your fingers become tough, and you'll be able to press it. But again, don't press it so hard. That's why it's necessary for you to place the fingers in the right way. So now you can check all the strings, a single string at a time. Can you hear my strings? Or they are clean, not like this. That is another challenge that beginners go through. You will do it and your string will be sounding like that. So you remember the posture, you check every single string. Once you play them a string at a time, you can hear my strings. And you notice, for example, maybe a string number 1 is not sounding like this. Now you know my first finger, you need to rectify your first finger. Maybe it's slanting a little bit, so you have to adjust it until that string makes the necessary sound. You see? Maybe you can get back to your chord. In case maybe number 3. Now, because I'm used to holding them in the right way, I have to make sure that I'm making them bars a little bit, so that I can sound like a beginner. Like this. Maybe I can slant my third finger a little bit, like that. You can hear my number 3. Now number 3, the reason it's not sounding, is not producing a clear sound, is because my second finger, which is holding string number 4, is slanting a little bit, so it's muting this string. Once it slants a little bit, so number 4 is producing sound clearly, but number 3 is not, because of the same finger. So you have to make sure. Here now, both of them, they are both clear. And again, don't a chord like this, you should not worry about this finger touching the upper string, because it won't matter whether it's muting this string or not, because this string will be held. The guitar produce sound because of this length, not this one. So whether this string touches string number 5, it won't matter, because this string number 5 will be held again by my third finger or my ring finger. So even if I touch that string and then I come and I press this, it will still produce the necessary sound. So you see, so these are some of the basics that are so essential as a beginner. You need to learn them. You need to do them in the right way. The other things that I will keep introducing you to, like the proper fingering, and maybe how to hold the pick. I'm not using a professional pick because I keep losing my misplacing my picks. I buy them and they keep I keep misplacing them. So once I'm not maybe performing, I just come up with my own, as long as they are making sense. But I'll introduce you on how to hold the pick in the right way, or how to use your fingers to play. You don't have to use the pick, but I like the pick more in most cases. I like the pick because of the type of music that I play. So I hope you like this lesson. Please inquire any other lesson that you want. Thank you for your support. Keep following me. We are going to learn together and upgrade your skills to a master, a professional guitarist. I can assure you, if you follow me, we will be going to take these lessons to a higher level until you master very complicated and sweet stuffs on your guitar, on your fretboard. So see you. Thank you. Subscribe, share, and comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that when I upload something new, you'll be able to be notified. Thank you. Bye.